other news, recent Nobel Prize winner John Clark of University of California, Berkeley stated that the Trump administration move to cut federal funding for scientific research will paralyze science and be disastrous. Let's listen.
But this is going to cripple science, and it is going to be disastrous. If this continues, assuming that the present administration finally comes to an end, it may take a decade to get back to where we were, say, half a year ago. For example, Michelle and John and I had no way of understanding the importance of this effect that actually led to our Nobel Prize. If you'd asked us 40 years ago, we would have said, well, yeah, it's an interesting thing. We're glad to have done this and we understand it, and move on. And you just don't know how it's going to evolve, because other people will pick up on the idea and develop it. Well, I received a phone call at 9 minutes past 2 in my morning. And I thought, well, this is obviously a junk call and maybe I shouldn't bother to answer it. But in the end, I decided to pick up the phone. And then a voice from Sweden introduced himself and said that he was calling to congratulate me that I had shared the 2005 Nobel Prize in Physics.
U.S. President Donald Trump welcomed Canadian Prime Minister Carney to the White House for their second meeting since April. The ex-CIO former banker seeks to restore bilateral relations and convince Trump to ease U.S. tariffs that are negatively impacting Canada's economy. The conversation focused on trade, security, the future of the United States-Mexico-Canada trade agreement, and also the situation in the Gaza Strip.
And I think there's a possibility that we could have peace in the Middle East. It's something even beyond the Gaza situation. We want a release of the hostages immediately, etc. And so our team is over there now. Another team just left, and other countries, literally every country in the world has supported the plan.
Yep.
I don't think there's anybody that hasn't, actually, not that I've seen. But there's a real chance that we could do something, so you may have some questions on that later.